Hey everybody, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 6th of April and we are now live in New York session over here, so let's get started. So over here, this was the trade I took yesterday in USD JPY and it's running right now in around let me just check. It's running in like 72 pips right now, and my target for this particular trade is over here like 157 pips. Why this huge target for this trade? The reason is now the market is moving up. So this was the yesterday close, and now the current daily candle has went up, broke the high of the previous candle, and now it's moving up inside this rejection zones, right? But we can see that we have a huge wick rejection in the daily candle over here, and now the candles can go up to fill up this wick, right? Because the volume is now coming again in the market, and as we can see over here, the particular moves of USD JPY has been really strong. So that's where I have put all my trust in this trade, and now I'm waiting for this TP to booked by it. So yeah, this was all about USD JPY, and let's have a look on GJ GU. Yeah, this will be GJ and this will be GU. I don't need this one, then let's go. So this is GBP over here. Took the trade yesterday over here and it went up into profits. So this was another trade, and look over here, it just came down, but it didn't hit the low, hit the break even, and it did went up like 64 pips. So that was the trade in GBP JPY from yesterday only. And if we look at GU, okay, let's just do one thing, let's just go to the monthly over here in GJ. Okay, so basically the monthly time frame, the previous monthly candle just rejected this area. Now the current month candle has went inside that area, and now it has moved up a little bit from that area. Now the rejections will be coming up in the market, right? We don't know whether the monthly candle of GJ will be moving all the way up from here, or will it be rejecting this area and move down from here, reject this area like all the previous candles over here, right? So after the monthly, let's go to the weekly over here and let's look at the weekly time frame. So by looking at the weekly, now the current week's candle is moving up, maybe to fill the previous candle's wick. So basically, if we look on the left, then it can possibly move up, maybe in this area. But the problem is we have this huge rejections over here, and this candle is going up not from above this zone, it's going up from below the zone, right? So there can be rejection coming up in the market, and this candle can just reject the area and fall down from here. So that can be the case. So but we don't know actually, because the thing is, now the momentum is there in the market and weekly looks pretty strong, and I think if it starts to move up, then this will be the area it will be reaching towards to. So after the weekly, let's move to the daily over here. And daily, okay, let me just remove this. So yesterday daily candle closed above this support area from the left, and now the market is at a strong level of resistance over here. So it can reject maybe, or it can just go all the way up with heavy volume, so we don't know about that. But if it starts to move up, then this will be the wick it's gonna fill, and this will be the area it can tap. So if we look on the left, then we have this resistance over here, then we have this resistance over here. Okay, so I think once it starts to tap this area, it can go up by breaking the high of this wick, and it will be reaching this area over here. So yeah, that can be the case, but I'm not sure because the market is, can reject the higher prices as well. Okay, so after the daily, let's talk about the 4 hour. But before that, let me just make some visibility changes over here. Okay, perfect. So let's move to the 4 hour. And okay, so the market was ranging over here. Then we had this situation yesterday. There was a resistance from the left. It did closed above, then it just retraced back over here, then this candle closed bullish. After that we have a series of bullish candle over here, and if we look on the left, then this area is something, I'll say that the market can reject this area over here, but before rejection it can easily move up in this area, and this area is like 20 pips 20 pips of range is there in the 4 hour. So now we know that in the 4 hour we have 20 pips of range, but obviously above this area we have huge clean range to cover up. And I really think GJ is in a extremely bullish bias over here. I think it's also moving up. Yes, UJ is moving up as well. Yeah, but I personally think that GPJPY will be a good trade today, maybe. But for to find a clean range and everything, we need to switch to the lower time frames, and this is the 1 hour over here. So basically, what's happening in the 1 hour? Let's just do one thing. We don't need these lines. Let's just remove these levels over here. Yeah. So if we look on the left, then we have a strong area of rejection zone or resistance, you can say, over here, and above this area we have this zone as well, and above this area we have this zone as well, right? So particularly I cannot say that 1 hour time frame is a nice time frame to trade, because the thing is, even if we have a close above this area, we don't know whether the market's gonna reject this one or whether the market's gonna reject this one. And if we look at the range, then yeah, the range, there's no problem with the range, but I think if we are looking for buys, then it should be above this one. But obviously I'm gonna look at the 30 minutes time frame, because if we talk about the 1 hour, then I think according to the 1 hour, above this area they should be nice buys, but not below this area, because I don't like the way these areas are, so that's why. And if we look on the left above this area, then we have this huge clean range, and I think market can at least move up in this area. Oops. Yeah, so after the 1 hour, let's move to the 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Now the market is having like 10 minutes left for the current candle to close, and if it goes up, I don't know whether till which point it will be moving. So I'm gonna look on the left, and I'm gonna find some clean area to trade. GBP JPY. So if we talk about this area, then I don't think that will be a nice idea, because then we have this rejection zone, then we have this rejection zone, and the distance is not also much. Yeah, we might trade this area over here. I think better buys will be in this area over here. I'm gonna look on the more smaller time frames to find a good clean range. Like, I want to see how this area looks like in the 15 minutes as well. Yeah, this makes sense. If we just zoom in a little bit, then above this, if we have a close above this area of a candle, then the market can move up like 16 pips first, and then it can go up like 22 pips. Yeah, we have this range, and above this one, yes, we have good range till this point, right? So according to, by looking at the market, according to me, trading will be much easier in this range. Plus this is a 39 pips of range, so I think trading will be much easier in this range. But before taking any decision, I want to see how this area looks like in the 15 minutes. Okay, so we have, what do we have? So we have this area over here, then we have, okay, this area over here. Yeah, I think 15-minute can be a nice area to trade. Yeah, above this area we have clean range in the market. Also, candles need to be filled, like this candle over here will be filled, and the range is the same over here, like 16-17 pips, and then we have 22 pips. So yes, I'm gonna attempt to trade in this area. Why? Because there's a extremely good clean range, but for that I need a candle to close above this area. Because we don't know whether market's gonna reject this one, or whether the market's gonna reject this one. Strong zones. So one thing I can say, that the market might reject this one, but if it closes above, if a candle closes above 162.389, then we can have a nice candle wick down and then a continuation move to the upside. Yeah, because look at this, this is beautiful. So if we look on the left, then in this area over here, let me just give you a bigger idea. If we look in this area, then look how smoothly the market's moving in this particular area, how smoothly the market moves. So if the market enters this area again, there should be a nice move to the upside. So that will be our trade for today. So I'm just gonna wait and watch. So now if we talk about GBP USD, let's move to the monthly first. Yeah, monthly is moving down now. After the monthly, weekly also moving down. Daily is also pushing down. Okay, so daily rejected this area, came down, closed below this one. Now the current daily candle has moved up and down as well, so it might go down and tap this area. And after the daily, let's move to the 4 hour. Okay, if we look at the 4 hour over here, then we have you know, area of support you or resistance, you can say, or this area also, but I'm gonna take this area only. So the market is now moving down again, and if it starts to move down, then this will be the area it will be coming down towards. The range is like 30 pips. After the 4 hour, oh, let me just make some visibility changes in this one. Yeah, so after the 4 hour, if we look at the 1 hour now, let me just remove this from the 1 hour. Then what information do we have? So basically, information we have over here is, number one, we have a resistance formation, right? We have a support over here which send the market all the way up. We have, if we go more left, then we have multiple tapping on this area and the market just goes up from here, right? So now the second thing we have over here is this area. So now what the market did is it closed above this area of resistance, and this candle closed below this area of resistance, right? That means the market can range maybe or something like that, but I know one thing, and that is above this price 1.31084. If the market breaks above this price, then there will be a clean range the market's gonna fill, and the range is like 21-22 pips first candle, and then the full range over here is about 53 pips. So the range is pretty good. And on the other side, if we talk about the other side as well, then we have a clean range over here as well. We have a support over here, right? Over here as well we have a support. So I need to look on the more lower time frames over here because I'm not sure how the market's gonna move after this. So if I look at the 30 minutes, then information we have is a resistance has been formed. Okay, we have a resistance formation, then we have a recent support formation over here, right? Then we have a strong support zone over here as well, right? So we have some informations like this. So I think below this area there can be good sells over here, like 16-17 pips of TP, but I'll look for buys above this one, this price. Above this price there will be good buys over here, like 21 pips of range is there. So yes, this was all about GU. But personally I think it will be moving down, so if it starts to move down, then we should be ready for a sell idea as well. And for that we need to look on the left. Oh, below this area we have clean range, and this range is about, the range is not there, this is only 13 pips of range, so that can be risky. So I'm gonna look for more better entries. So yeah, let's just wait and watch how the market's gonna move and react. Nothing is happening right now. And let's also check some news, whether there's some important news today or not. No, there is no news today. Okay, so what if this 30-minute candle breaks the low of the previous one? Can we expect the market to continue moving down? That can be quite tough, because now the market is moving up. It can create a support and move up again. So I think better sells will be below this area only. So let's just wait. Okay, so there were a few questions I was getting on the Instagram about this trade over here. So let me just explain to you why I took this trade and how I executed this. So basically what's happening over here was I was waiting for the market to break the price over here in USD JPY above this price 123.219. So why I was particularly waiting for this price, and let's move more left over here. So the market formed a resistance over here, right? And I marked this level, so I was waiting for the market to break this price since 2 days. Yeah, since two days I was waiting, but the market wasn't going up. It was just consolidating, so I was waiting, didn't execute anything over here. Then yesterday what happened was there was huge volume coming up in the market, so I was waiting for the market to close above, and then I can take the trade like we always do. But what happened was market started to move with heavy volume from this candle, and I was expecting that it will be closing somewhere around over here, but it didn't, and it just broke this price over here. When this candle broke this price, I executed a buy trade. I kept my stops at 10 pips, somewhere around, let me just check, 10 pips, yeah, over here, somewhere around over here. The stops was just at 10 pips, actually below this wick over here. Yeah, I kept my stops over here, like in 13 pips of stops, right? So I was expecting, the way the market was moving up, it also broke this channel over here as well. This was the channel, the market broke that channel. So I was expecting the market to mirror this clean range over here, and it went up slow, but once it starts to move up, then there was a extremely good move which happened to the upside. Also, I was looking at the daily as well. The main part is daily. So daily candle yesterday went down created a lower wick, and this was the price. Look, this price was marked on this wick. Why? Because above this price, if we look on the left, then we have this clean range to go. And the same thing the market respected and did yesterday. It just went all the way up, it respected this clean range, filled up this range. Now the market is over here at a resistance level. From here the market can move down, or from here the market will move up. According to me, the market should move up from here, because the reason is it did went down, broke and closed below this area of support, and it went inside again, and now it's moving up, right? So I'm expecting the market to move up from here. So let's see what happens. And this was the idea for this trade. Okay, everybody. So I think if GJ breaks down again, then I think there is a very high probability that it will be go down to fill this clean range. But I'm not very sure about this one, because the thing is, if I look at 30 minutes, then we have huge rejections in this area, so we might have another one over here only. And 11 minutes left for the current candle to close, so that's something I'm worried about. Also, if I look at the 1 hour over here, then the market is stepping to the upside, right? So we don't know what will be the last point where the market's gonna take support from. And because if it comes down, then this will be the point, and if it comes down only in this area, then there will be just 5 pips of movement in this candle. So I think I'm not gonna take this trade. Yeah, I'll just look at this one, because I want the trades to be very easy to understand and easy to take. And according to me, this one is quite tricky over here, because the market trend is basically buy and it's moving down, so this will be a counter trend trade, and this will be a risky trade for me, because the thing is 1 hour time frame doesn't look really nice over here. Also look over here, GBP USD also stuck at this point. To move down, it has to close below this area, so that the next candle can wake up in this area and move down. Let's see how this candle moves. Because this whole area over here is a consolidation zone, so we might expect some resistance in this area. Yeah, GBP JPY should be tapping this area very soon, so not sure how far GBP JPY will go. Let's just wait and watch what's the market's gonna do in this area. I'm just gonna see. So let's see if the market just goes down and tap this area over here or not. Yeah, GU will be tapping this area, definitely. It will be going down, and GU will be going down. Then I think, yes, I'm gonna attempt for sells once the next candle wakes up and break the low of this candle, but it has to close like this only. If it just closes back up with the rejection zone above these two bodies, then I'm not gonna take this trade. See, this candle is struggling over here. This candle is now reversing back. The thing is, in this area, if this candle can really reverse all the way back up and close up inside the range, so that will be giving this thing as a fake out. Or maybe the market can move down in this area and then it can go up again. Let's have a look on the bigger time frames. So we are expecting the market to move down and then move up. Hmm. I don't think so. Nope. Let's see. Alright everybody, so I think I might take a sell in GBP if it breaks below that price. Keep my stops above this high, and this will be the TP over here. I can take the trade in GJ also, but I'm not gonna take trade in that because I really think GBP will be start to fall down from this point. Yeah, I'll look for sells in GU. Yeah, GJ can also fall down, but I cannot, you know, I'm not very sure with this trade. If I see a resistance formation below this one, then yes, I can take a trade in this area. But if it just goes up like this, I'll stay out of it. Yeah, I'll just stay out of this. So I'm just gonna focus on GU over here because it just came down, created resistance. This resistance is matching with this support. If it breaks the low, then yes, there will be a good fall down. So it just broke the low. Let's see if it fall all the way down over here. So this is 10 pips. Let's see if it just goes down 10 pips or rejects these prices over here. And if I look at GBP USD, then this will be my plan. Oh, look here, GBP JPY is rejecting the lower prices. Let's have a look in the 1 hour. There are huge rejections on the left, so maybe that's why. Okay, everybody. So look over here. What happened? So the market just came down over here on the 1 hour support over here, and it just rejected that area. See, that's why trusting on the higher time frame is better than the lower time frames. 15-minute time frame really convinced me that it's gonna go down and fill this clean range. But the thing is, when I looked at the 1 hour time frame, it told me to stop over there only, because the thing is that was a really strong support in the 1 hour. Also, the market trend was bullish, so that's why I avoided taking this trade over here, because the only trade would be this candle, and it just went down like 6-7 pips. So also GBP respected this area as well. It didn't broke the low, otherwise I would have definitely took this trade. So let's see how this candle closes. Will it close above this area, or will it be closing under this range? So if it will be closing under this range, then that means the market is just consolidating, and in 2 minutes there will be NY open, so there will be NY volume coming in. So before the NY volume coming in, I think if I can see the next candle wick down first and break the high of the previous candle, then I think it will be going all the way up to fill this clean range, and this range is about 13 pips. So this range is pretty good, and I think I should draw a level of support over here as well. Yes, this makes sense. So let's see how this candle closes, and based on the closing of this candle, I'm gonna plan my trade. Because the main thing is that the daily of GBP USD looks like it's gonna close down below this area today, so that the tomorrow's candle can wake up and go down. So if the market has to go down, that means today's candle should be avoided to trade. So that's why I'm being very, very careful at this point. Let's see how 15-minute time frame looks like. Let's see what happens. "15-minute candle closed with no wick on the top. 30-minute candle closed with no wick on the top. That means there is no trade. No trade. GBP JPY candle closed above. Closed above this area, so that means this is a fake out. Also, the 1 hour candle closed above this area by rejecting this area over here. Yeah, it's still bullish. I think the market is still bullish over here. But yes, there is one thing, this area over here. I think now if GBP JPY break its own high, then the chances of going up will be really high. Once it break its own high, it can go up to this level like 12 pips and then continue moving up. Let's have a look on the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour is flipping back up. Still got 57 minutes. I think in those 57 minutes this candle can flip up and tap this area. 1 hour will be, yeah, this 1 hour will be can be a bullish candle. Once it breaks its own high, it will be going up to tap this area, then continue moving up. For the price to move up. Market is rejecting the higher prices into smaller time frames. Let's see if we get a push to the upside. Last 5-minute candle of the current 15-minute candle. Let's see. Closed half of the trade over here to manage the risk. So this is the last 1 minute 2 minutes remaining in the 15-minute candle. Let's see if it breaks the high and continues to move up, or if it just comes back down. Closed everything over here. So I have closed everything over here, and on and on overall I just lost 5 pips out of 10 pips. So I saved around 5 pips in this trade, and now I'm gonna stay out of this over here, because now the market can reverse back from this point. Because this is a strong level of resistance over here. Okay, everybody, so I'm gonna wait for the current 4 hour candle to close, because the thing is, I don't see this candle to go bearish, like a strong bearish one. So that means this candle won't be making any volume in the market. So that also means that this will be just a retracement candle, and the candle next to this candle will be can be a good volume candle, because that candle will be in the direction of the trend. So I'm gonna wait for 40 minutes over here for this candle to close. So let's see how the market absorbs those 41 minutes. So let's see.